Yo, what's up everybody? It's Globe Unlocked, and let me tell you something. Southeast Asia, it's calling. It's got adventure, culture, food that'll make your taste buds sing. And it doesn't have to break the bank. That's right, I'm talking about exploring this incredible part of the world on a budget that even a college student like me can afford, 500 bucks. We're talking flights, hostels, street food, the whole shebang. You might be thinking $500? Get out of here. But I'm serious. Over the next few minutes, I'm gonna break it all down for you. We're gonna dive deep into how to score insanely cheap flights, find secret spots to crash, and eat like a king without emptying your wallet. Get ready for the ultimate guide to backpacking Southeast Asia on a shoestring budget because I'm about to show you how it's done. Let's go. Alright, first things first, flights. Now I know what you're thinking, flights are expensive. And yeah, sometimes they can be. But there are ways to hack the system, my friends. First off, timing is everything. Shoulder season, baby. Look for flights during those sweet spots between peak tourist times. You'll avoid the crowds and save some serious cash. Next up, flexibility. Be open to flying into different cities or even countries. Sometimes a connecting flight or a slightly longer layover can save you a ton of money. And don't be afraid to fly with budget airlines. Yeah, they might not have all the bells and whistles, but hey, you're on a budget, right? Plus, it's all part of the adventure. Another pro tip: use flight comparison websites and set up price alerts. These things are lifesavers. They scour the internet for the best deals so you don't have to. Trust me, the time you save is worth it. And here's a little secret weapon: incognito mode. Airlines can track your searches and jack up the prices if they see you're desperate. Outsmart them by browsing in private mode. One last thing, pack light. No need to check a bag and pay those ridiculous baggage fees. A carry-on is all you need. Alright, with those flight tips, you'll be soaring through the skies without breaking the bank. Now that you've conquered the skies, let's talk about where you're gonna rest your head. Forget fancy hotels, we're going full backpacker mode. Hostels are your new best friend. They're cheap, social, and you'll meet fellow adventurers from all over the world. Don't be scared of the word dorm. Yeah, you'll be sharing a room, but it's all part of the experience. Embrace it. Plus, most hostels have private rooms if you need a little space. Look for hostels with free breakfast, Wi-Fi, and maybe even a pool. Hey, a little luxury never hurt anyone. Another option, guest houses. These are usually family-run places that offer a more local experience. They might not be as lively as hostels, but they can be a great way to immerse yourself in the culture. When booking accommodation, read the reviews. See what other travelers have to say. They'll be your best source of information. And don't be afraid to haggle a little, especially if you're staying for a while. A little bargaining can go a long way. Remember, finding the perfect crash pad is all about finding the right balance between budget and comfort. And trust me, Southeast Asia has got options for every type of traveler. Chapter 3. Feasting on a shoestring. Alright, let's talk about everyone's favorite subject, food. And trust me, in Southeast Asia you don't need a fat wallet to eat like a king. Street food, my friends, is where it's at. It's cheap, it's delicious, and it's an explosion of flavors. From sizzling noodles to savory curries to fresh spring rolls, your taste buds are in for a wild ride. Don't be afraid to try new things. Be adventurous. You might just discover your new favorite dish. Look for stalls with long lines, that's usually a good sign that the food is fire. And hey, if you're feeling really brave, try some durian. It's the smelliest fruit in the world, but some people swear by it. Another tip: hit up local markets. They're a feast for the senses, and you can find amazing produce, spices, and street food at ridiculously low prices. If you're on a really tight budget, consider cooking a few meals yourself. Hostels usually have kitchens, and it's a great way to save some cash. But honestly, with street food this good, you might not even want to cook. Chapter 4. Riding the rails and braving the buses. Alright, now that you're fed and rested, it's time to explore. And when it comes to getting around Southeast Asia on a budget, forget taxis and rental cars. Public transportation is your new best friend. Buses are the most common way to travel between cities, and they won't break the bank. Sure, they might be a little bumpy and crowded, but hey, it's all part of the adventure, right? Plus, you get to see the countryside and experience local life up close. If you're feeling adventurous, hop on a train. Southeast Asia has some incredible train journeys, from winding mountain passes to scenic coastal routes. And the best part? They're super affordable, especially if you're down with traveling second class. For shorter distances, try local buses or song theus, those red pickup trucks you'll see everywhere. They're a cheap and cheerful way to get around, and you can usually negotiate the price. In cities, Walking is always a good option. It's free, it's good exercise, and you'll stumble upon hidden gems you'd never find otherwise. And if you're feeling really adventurous, rent a motorbike. Just make sure you have an international driver's license and be careful out there. Chapter 5. Adventures on a Shoestring. Alright, let's talk about the good stuff activities. And guess what? You don't need to shell out big bucks to have an epic time in Southeast Asia. In fact, some of the best things in life are free. Exploring temples, soaking up the sun on pristine beaches, hiking through lush jungles, these are the experiences you'll remember long after your trip is over. Many temples are free to enter, but always be respectful of local customs. Southeast Asia is a melting pot of cultures and religions, so embrace the diversity and learn something new. Head to the coast and spend your days swimming, sunbathing, and simply relaxing. Most beaches are free to enjoy, so pack a towel, some sunscreen, and good vibes. Get lost in nature. Southeast Asia has some of the most incredible national parks and nature reserves in the world, many of which are free or very affordable to enter. Go hiking, explore waterfalls, and spot exotic wildlife. For a truly immersive experience, take a cooking class. You'll learn how to make delicious local dishes and impress your friends back home with your newfound culinary skills. And hey, if you're feeling social, join a pub crawl or a group tour. It's a great way to meet people and explore new places. Outro Southeast Asia awaits. So, there you have it, guys. Proof that you don't need a trust fund to experience the magic of Southeast Asia. With $500 and a thirst for adventure, you can create memories that will last a lifetime. Remember, traveling on a budget is all about being resourceful, flexible, and open to new experiences. Embrace the unknown, step outside your comfort zone, and get ready for the adventure of a lifetime. Now go book that flight, pack your bags, and get out there. Southeast Asia is calling. Peace.